Colorado. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now it's Wilson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Now it's Wilson. And he is caught. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25, Jerry Jeudy, and all the way home for the Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 72 yards. And the Broncos march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco, it's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Ayuk goes in motion. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They go play action here. Purdy. from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will have the Broncos first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. That seemed to be a run-pass option, but when you're going downfield like that, was it designed to be that way?
It certainly was, because what you're trying to do is draw people up with the fake inside, and hopefully people can run past them downfield. But in any event, I like the aggressiveness taking the shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. McCaffrey running up the middle. He will push his way down to about the 13. This is 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 8. got McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Purdy now on 2nd down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Block Purdy, taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Here's Wilson. A loss of
すげえな。どこだ今。
brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Fumble.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
いやー、ひどい
They're
ね
going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Fred Warner. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
どうぞどうぞ
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end Kittle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. At the Broncos' 13-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy.
脱線
it'll be
インターセ
intercepted.
プトされてる
Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
どうしたもんかね
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach. And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. and that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Purdy now to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk from 13 yards out. And the Niners are able to widen their advantage. Moody good with the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
And Judy's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he'll get this down to the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window. And, oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point try now for Moody. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Niners 48, Broncos 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now Wilson on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing again here, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners will take... possession here up at the 44. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. There he goes, left side. 23 yards on the pick.
Hey,
and a first.
come on.
23 yards. First down, 49ers.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 9-yard line.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. Purdy on the sneak, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Moody for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Broncos 7.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. One last shot for Wilson. Powers through. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.